Welcome to Stories from the Roof, the podcast that brings you tales from the most unexpected vantage point, rooftops. I'm your host, Megan Ellsworth, and on this show, we'll ascend to the top and explore the world through the eyes of those who live and work above. Join us on this unique journey as we uncover the stories, perspectives, and histories of roofing contractors. Let's begin our ascent onto the roof.
Hello, I'm Alex Toll with rooferscoffeeshop.com, and I am here for a Stories from the Roof podcast. I have Lloyd Anderson here. Lloyd, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
For the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Excited to hear your story and how you got into roofing and how you got to where you are today, which today's kind of a big day, so it's a good day to record. So you can just start by introducing yourself and your company and what you guys specialize in.
Okay. We are primary. So my name is Lloyd Anderson, out of the Portland, Oregon district. We specialize primarily in residential roofing, and the company is Armadas Exteriors. So we also do exterior remodeling, siding, that sort of thing. So,
Amazing. And how many years have you been in the roofing industry?
off and on since I was 19. Yeah. Maybe
Okay.
18. It's a long time.
And when did you
I'm
start?
only 25, if you can tell.
Right, I know. So just a few years.
Yeah.
When did you open Armadas?
So I started 2014, I think, is when we officially started. And I had an LLC with a shared partnership, and I discovered that partnership was the only ship that couldn't float. So in 2020, I separated, went my own way, and founded Armadas Exteriors.
Amazing. And so when you were 19, how did you originally get into roofing?
I was wrapping Christmas presents at JCPenney's. It was a seasonal job, and it wasn't paying very well. I think $4.25 an hour.
Wow.
If that doesn't date me. But, yeah, and I thought, geez, I'm gonna get the nickel ad, because we didn't have Craigslist or anything
Right.
back then. But so I figured I'd go through the nickel ad, and I'll find a real job. I just want a job that pays well.
Yeah.
And I'll bet there's something in construction. And I saw a sign in there that said hiring experienced gutter installers. So this is, interestingly enough, I called a buddy of mine. I said, hey, man, how do you install gutters? Because he was a drywaller. And it's a relation, right?
Right, yeah.
And he said, I installed a piece of gutter with my grandpa one time on a 12-12 pitch. I had no idea what that meant.
Right.
But it was enough to get me through the interview. I got the job. I got halfway up the ladder on my first day, and that was as far as I could go. So Quinn was the guy that I had worked with. He had to set a ladder up next to me and help me walk down the ladder. And I started on single-story roofs after that.
All right.
Yeah.
And then, so fill in the blanks a little bit. So you started with just some gutter installation to owning your own business. What happened in between that inspired you to start your business?
Well, I pursued several different career paths, but at one point I ended up getting an opportunity as an internship kind of thing for optical. So I did an apprenticeship program that fast-tracked me through the optical program. And that's what I did for about 10 years in private practice. And then I met my wife, and we had financial difficulties because we were both single parents when we met. So I said, I'm going to buy a gutter machine. And she said, what is a gutter machine, and what do you know about gutters? So, but her son was 17, and I put him on the truck. And then I hired her brother. And then, I had a full-time gutter crew. Awesome. And I thought, man, I could do that with gutters. And I used to do roofing too. I'm going to institute roofing. So
there you go.
About 2 years in, we started doing roofing as well.
Yeah, and a gutter business in the Willamette Valley in Portland, Oregon is not a bad idea for sure.
It rains a lot.
Yes, it's very wet over there.
Not this
all the
year,
time.
though. It's been a great summer, man. We've had a lot of sunshine.
I know. I hear it's raining back home right now, so we'll have that to look forward to when we get out of sunny Las Vegas. But okay, so you mentioned Quinn, right? And he was he kind of a mentor for you, or who was kind of that person for you?
I didn't really have a mentor in the gutter industry at all, and I worked for a slew of roofing companies that had terrible leadership. I did work for a company, TT&L, at one point that was great. They were a terrific company. They're still around today.
And they're based in Portland?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. They're a fantastic company. But I think I learned a lot from the different types of places that I did work, as far as how leadership could go and how you could develop a business. So I just kind of put stuff together and built it that direction until I got into truthfully, 3 or 4 years ago, I came to the Western States just on a whim. I'd seen an ad. I thought I'll show up here for it, and I was walking through. I wasn't a member of the Western States, but I walked to the booth and I saw the one, and Stan, who is now our president, in fact, as of 35 minutes ago, stopped me and asked me what I was doing and just engaged with me, having conversation. And he was just a board member at the time.
Yeah.
And I was just enamored by the fact that the roofing industry, that there is organizations like this that really elevate the contractor,
Absolutely.
help to bring them to the next level. And that's another thing too, is that some of the distributors and the manufacturers like GAF is a huge advocate for training and elevating the contractor and developing loyalty and brand awareness and recognition. So.
Yeah, and Stan is basically right in your backyard. He's just south of Portland and Hubbard. So shout out to him being a mentor for you and bringing you in the Western States.
Yeah, I mean, it's really something to say that in the roofing industry, I mean, I could throw a stick at 3 of my competitors.
Yeah.
And we're all part of the same organization, and we're not competitors. We're collaborators.
Yeah.
And that is something to be said about this industry. It's just terrific.
Absolutely. And since we're kind of on the topic of associations, you're also part of the Associated Roofing Contractors of Oregon and Southwest Washington, which we just call ARC.
Yes.
Because it's a very long acronym.
Yes, it is. And there's not much I can. Yes, I was just elected as the vice president for it. We just rolled out a brand new rebranding for it, so it's going to cater to the younger generation. I would consume I'm part of that, right?
We just
the
established
younger
you're
generation,
25, right? So younger than me. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, maybe not well preserved, but it's just I comb this in.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and the ARC has always been a great association, but it's really, you guys are doing a huge refresh on it right now, and it's really exciting to see. And as part of the association myself, being local, I'm excited to see what all you guys are going to do with it, and happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's great. I'm excited just the fact that the website works now. Yeah.
Yes, we can send in contact forms again, right?
Yeah.
Good.
It's terrific.
Hey, that's a gold star for you. Getting that figured out. So what are some of the most valuable lessons that you've learned about roofing along your journey?
The most valuable lessons, I guess it's not so much lessons. I mean, you learn everybody learns a little differently as far as what your customer base is and how you overcome some of the obstacles for the customers. But I just, again, it goes back to the collaboration and the education that is provided for you in the industry. Because I mean, anybody that's off the street, you're going to ask them, hey, what do you know about roofing? And they're going, I don't know. Some guy gets up there with a nail and hammer.
Yeah.
And it's as far as it goes. But to know that there are so many things, as far as like, how do we overcome the ventilation issues in people's houses and that sort of thing? And that there's so many different avenues out there for contractors to just get educated and do it correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. And associations being one of the starting points.
Especially
really
the ARC.
Yeah.
Out of Oregon and Southwest Washington.
Yes. If you were to go back to the beginning of your career, is there anything you would do differently, or do you like the way it went?
I think, because I feel like I'm still naive and young in the industry itself, and so I think having started earlier would have been a great opportunity. Because once I got into the roofing industry, I made a major transition from optical into roofing, and then making that plunge. I mean, I went from like 5 days a week at a clinic to 4 days a week, and then 3 days a week. I really took my time until I finally went, I have 4 employees now, and it was, it's scary, but you're so, you want your job security and that sort of thing. And if I had plunged early on, I'd have probably done it in a naive way, but I don't know. It's a great industry, and I wish I'd have gotten it sooner.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's something that we're really trying to focus on now, is trying to get more people in the industry young, right out of high school. I mean, there's a lot of options outside of college, and college is a great option for some people, but a lot of people just want to get straight to work. And so roofing is a great opportunity, just the trades in general, construction, everything.
Yeah, just hired a young man that started on Monday right out of high school. So
amazing, great. And you're going to shape him into be a great roofer, I'm sure. What's one of the best things that you've ever done for your business and your career? For
the business and my career?
Yeah.
Setting my ego aside. I remember when GAF contacted me and said, "Hey, we'd like to give you some training and make you a better roofer." And I thought, I don't know if you know this or not, but I've had my fair share of roofing and I know what I'm doing. But I brought him in for the free training, and then I went, "Oh my God, that's what a stem vent's for? I thought we used roofing vents for that." So, yes, setting my ego aside and going. Once that happened, though, I was able to go, man, I have been ignorant for a long time. I can really just open my eyes and look around.
Yeah. And there's always something more to learn. Even if you're an expert in your field, you can always learn something new.
Yes.
Absolutely. Can you describe in one word the most important trait in an employee or coworker?
In a single word?
It can be a word or two.
Honor. Honor your word. When you say something to your employee, you make it happen.
Absolutely.
All right? Just honor what you say, because that just creates loyalty from them themselves, and they know that you'll be there for them. So if it's as simple as, "I'm going to get you some blue pens," you don't just say it so they'll get out of your office. You get them blue pens.
Right. Yeah, I think that goes a long ways for anybody. Just follow through on what you say you're going to do. Absolutely.
The follow through is 2 words, so.
I know. Okay. The best boss that you've ever had. So you've obviously owned your own business. So you're your own boss. But what's the best boss you've ever had, and what have they taught you? You don't have to name drop, but if you're not comfortable. But
I think, well, I've had a few good ones, but some of the ones that care they're retired now, but out of Central Oregon. I had worked for B&R out there, and Greg and Lori were the owners back then, and they really cared about their employees and their associates and everything, and they provided medical insurance. I was 10 feet tall and bulletproof, and I didn't need it, but they insisted I take it anyway. So that really just like, it tells you that people can care and they do care. So yeah,
it's not just all about business and money. It's the relationships are very important in business as well. What makes you smile when you think about your job?
Oh, the job completed and a 5-star review.
Yeah.
Really. Honestly, I love those 5-star reviews that we just made that customer that happy. So
yeah, and I'm sure too, just standing back and looking at the completed work and be like, we did that.
Yeah, maybe not as much on the roofing, because the roof, it's just the color changes, but when we do a full reside on a house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, inevitably, if we've done a reside, then they want a new roof, and they want new gutters, and then they want paint, and then the whole house is just, then I get to see the before and after picture, and it's on a level that the replacement of a roof won't provide. So.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Siding can totally change the house, especially if you do a different type of siding, different color. Yeah,
you can completely change the modernization of the entire building itself.
Yeah. So as an experienced roofer in the industry, what tips do you have for someone who's just starting out? Maybe that 19-year-old fresh out of high school, doesn't want to go to college. What advice do you have for them?
Get involved with the local organizations. The ARC is looking for you, and everybody has one. They have them in Oregon, Washington, California. Everybody has their own individual one, because you will learn something, and when you learn something, you absolutely will only elevate yourself and the industry around you.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're not sure where to find that information, obviously you can just Google it, but go to Roofers Coffee Shop. We have a map of trade associations all across the country, so no matter where you are, there's an association near you. Get involved with your local chamber of commerce. A lot of times they can connect you with a trade association, and that's a great point to start networking and meet those contractors and snag a job roofing.
Yeah, get started early.
Yeah,
and stay with it.
Absolutely. Yeah. How long have you been following Roofers Coffee Shop?
2 years, I think. About 2 years.
You've been a member for a while of the Art Club. What's, not to put you on the spot, but what's one of your favorite things about Roofers Coffee Shop?
I really do actually appreciate your podcast that you do with some of the locals. You broaden it too. So I might not be a metal roofing guy, but you'll have somebody on there from the industry, and then I think, man, maybe I do want to be in the metal roofing industry. So. Yeah, I love that. Those are very helpful. So just to broaden my horizon, my imagination, and maybe provoke me to explore something new.
Absolutely. Good. That's what we hope to do, is to educate and show you some opportunities, how you can grow your business and grow yourself. And
Yeah.
awesome. Well, Lloyd, thank you so much. I wanted to touch really quick on your new role here at Western States as of about 30 minutes ago, because we are recording this live from
35 minutes ago.
Western States Roofing Expo. Tell us about that real quick.
So I've just been inducted into the Western States as a board member. So I get to fill the shoes that Stan once did, which I really appreciate, because if I hadn't stepped into the Western States that day and taken a look at him, and he pulled me aside and brought me into these organizations and educated me, I wouldn't be here today. And so now I get to fill that same role and hopefully bring somebody who's young and watching a video like this and saying, man, I want to get involved too. Yes,
Perfect.
come see me. We'll educate you.
Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
exciting. And thank you for all you do for the industry and all you're going to continue to do with Western Roofing Expo. Thank you again for being here today and sharing your story.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, and hopefully it inspires a young roofer out there, or an aspiring roofer, to get into the industry and be brave and go to an association meeting and meet some of the other contractors.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Well, thank you all for listening to the Stories from the Roof podcast, and we will see you all next time.
If you've enjoyed these unique rooftop stories, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single episode. Go to rooferscoffeeshop.com to learn more. Thanks for soaring with us on Stories from the Roof. We'll catch you on the next one.